help if I do that. All right, we are live. What is up, everybody? How are y'all doing on this fabulous Friday evening? I'm here with my friend GCD.
I just uploaded a video to my GameCube Dude 100 channel that's not public yet, but you'll find out later.
Stick around and find out.
Yeah. Okay, now let me get that stream chat up. I literally just finished uploading it. When Zeke sent me the message like, "Hey, you ready to go in like 5 minutes?" I'm like, "Oh crap, I'm streaming today." So I had to rush. I went down to my fridge, got some bagels. Yes, I keep bagels in my fridge. Sue me.
No, nothing wrong with that. My mom did the same thing to keep them fresh for longer.
Exactly.
I totally get it.
A store was having a sale on bagels today, so I bought a lot of bagels. My fridge is full of bagels right now.
Oh, there you go. Nice, nice. I need to go to the store this weekend. That's the plan. We're going to Sam's Club. We got my mom got a gift card for it, and it is her last month with the subscription. So we're not wanting to
use that.
What's up?
I said definitely use that.
Yeah, we definitely want to use it while we still can. She doesn't want to renew, so this is our last chance. So we're gonna be doing that as well this weekend because we're going over to see my sister, and that's on the way.
Oh, nice.
What's up, Superstar? And hello, Wooly. How you doing? And thank you so much, Wooly. But how's everyone doing? Hope you're all having a lovely Friday. It's been a long week, but at the same time, it's been a good week, you know?
How do you think the Tyson fight is gonna go? Oh yeah, you hear Mike Tyson's about to fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, I heard about that.
All I know is that I'm not gonna watch it, but I know if there's video or photos of Jake Paul bleeding or badly injured, that's gonna become the internet's new meme format. So,
oh yeah,
you'll know the results of the fight from the memes.
Right, I'm waiting for the memes. That's what I'm really looking forward to. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, well, I remember when Jake Paul fought Comedy Shorts Gamer. Even though he lost, we got photos of Jake Paul bleeding out his nose, and I think that became a meme for a while.
You know what? You know how influential this fight is? People at my work were talking about this fight.
Wow.
They were like, "Did you hear that Mike Tyson's fighting? Is it Jake Paul or Logan Paul?"
It's Jake Paul.
Oh, okay. I can never get those two together, or I get them mixed up. They're talking about it, and they're like, "Oh, I hope Mike Tyson beats Logan Paul." Like straight up. Like it seems like everyone knows this fight, which is absolutely crazy to me. But I guess it's just because it's Mike Tyson. That's definitely the draw right there.
I mean, he is one of the best boxers of all time, and Jake Paul, well, a lot of people don't like him because he was a not so very good person for years consistently. I don't know. I've heard he's cleaned up his act a little bit, but don't quote me on that.
I heard he's cleaned up as well, but then I've also heard there's brand new allegations with pump and dump schemes.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
I know he's going to be a father soon, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, his wife gave birth.
Oh.
And he used the opportunity to promote his Lunchley's.
I thought Lunchley was Logan Paul's thing.
Once again, I get the Paul brothers mixed up. I have no clue about the boxer, the boxer Paul. I don't care. I don't know. This is how much I really don't care about the YouTuber drama, you know? I could care less which Paul brother is doing what.
I kind of thought Jake Paul didn't really want to do business with his brother because I remember in Shane Dawson's documentary, Jake Paul was talking about how Logan Paul's stunt in the Japanese suicide forest ended up costing him like multi-million-dollar deal.
Damn.
So, yeah, I'd be kind of surprised if Jake Paul and Logan Paul were doing business together.
You know, it makes sense. I totally get what you're setting down. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Paul is the boxer. Logan is the guy who's been canceled years ago for the Japanese force thing. Yes. Okay. Logan's the one that's been the pump and dump.
Okay.
He's the one. I think it's like it was like some kind of NFT or Bitcoin.
Some kind of cryptocurrency, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you ready?
I'm ready. Jake Paul's the boxer. Is he also a wrestler too?
I think they're both boxers because Logan Paul fought KSI. I don't know. Maybe one of them retired, or well, maybe Logan retired. I don't know.
It's so tough to keep everything straight, dude. Like I said, I'm growing tired of the internet. Like I feel like I'm like a 70-year-old man. Like, what is a TikToker? That's what we call a clock.
A TikToker is something that's poisoning society.
Oh, like that lead paint they're saying that they're killing the kids.
Yeah, like the lead paint.
We just compared lead paint and TikTok.
Are we wrong?
Not really.
We're lucky the ambulance made it in time. Okay, so the queen's still alive. But we've been forced into a recess for now. Oh, but we've been forced into a recess for now while things get straightened out.
I can't believe what just happened.
Tell me about it. Do you think Garon put that guard up to it?
Oh yeah, that's right. A guard shot the queen.
If she did, she's going to regret it. No one gets away with something like that on my watch.
Poor Queen Amara.
Your benevolence? Any news on her condition?
She is undergoing surgery at the hospital as we speak. They are giving her a 50-50 chance of survival, though.
That Garon! Justice will be served.
Why? Why did this happen? Oh, just as we were finally reunited. Oh, Queen Amara.
What's that about being reunited?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing.
Right.
How are you, horned head? Dirk Shamati was your father in all but blood, after all.
Thank you for your concern, your benevolence. But I'm fine. Right now, we still have a trial to see through. It's kind of like I'm drawing comparisons between between Phoenix, Maya, Apollo, and Rafa. Phoenix lost his mentor. Maya lost her sister. Rafa lost both her parents. Apollo has lost his dad.
His best friend.
There's a lot of parents dying in this courtroom, you know? In these courtrooms.
Yeah, you go into the series thinking, oh, silly lawyer games. You know, like after the first case, you're like, okay, cool. You meet up with Mia, like, okay, she's the mentor, maybe the love interest, and then the second case kills her within the first 5 minutes of it.
I know. I was shocked when that happened.
The game has no chill.
None.
Horned head, You are sturdier than your stature lets on. Oh, I did not change the stream name. Whoops.
Oopsies. I just noticed the stream name is Persona 4. They took the Persona series in a new direction.
Brand new direction, dude. I have yet to see a Jack Frost. That's crazy. You are sturdier.
Oh, he'll be there. He's just like the Blue Badger from Ace Attorney. He'll be there.
Oh my gosh, don't tempt me. I love Jack Frost, dude. He's the little hee-hoo dude.
I think I remember him. Blue, right?
Yeah, blue kind of like little snowman. I'm pretty sure if you see a picture of him, you know exactly who he is. Like I recognized him without even knowing about SMT or Persona. Horned head, you are sturdier than your stature lets on. Just don't overdo it. Okay, Apollo? Dirk, that was a real shocker, all right. Can't believe the dragon is dead.
That's...
Say, AJ, I was wondering, when Dirk disappeared after I freed him, that's because Amora turned back into herself, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. But I don't know if it was because Dirk's spirit willed it. Or if it was part of Garan or Amara's plan.
Man, our dream of revolution. Now what are we gonna do? Is this it?
Don't give up yet. There's a very good chance that Garan is the real culprit in all this. And if we can prove her guilt in court...
Hey, you're right. That could be just the push we need. The dream lives on.
Yes, it does.
You know what that means, AJ? The fate of the revolution rests squarely on your shoulders.
All in a day's work. Who am I kidding? It's a ton of pressure. But this is what Dirk gave his life for, so I have to do this for him.
The Honorable Rebel Dirk Shadmani. I would have loved to have spoken with him while he yet lived.
Really?
But why not? I mean, he seems like quite an interesting man.
Did she bump her head or something earlier? Trial is about to resume. The defense is to report to the courtroom at once.
Already? After what just happened?
The first thing Garan will do is respond to that last accusation. So you better stay on your toes, Apollo. I will, Mr. Wright. Ready or not, Garan, here comes justice.
I'm just imagining Phoenix just massaging his shoulders as if he's about to go back in the ring. Like, you got him on the ropes there, AJ.
Don't forget, she called you horned demon. Just Apollo picks up that chain and just chews it.
Give her the chair!
Or then on the prosecutor's side, Shadmani's like, don't forget, he called you old. That whole bit with the lemon.
My name's not Rick!
Now then, let us resume today's proceedings. Huh? Where's Nayuta? Probably didn't want to come back considering he just saw his mother get shot.
You know, that's completely fair. I must offer my apologies. I never imagined a royal guardsman would do such a thing.
What? He wasn't acting under your orders? How dare you cast such suspicions upon her evidence?
It is quite all right, your majesty. Suspicion is only natural under such circumstances. But rest assured that he acted alone, for I knew nothing of his plans.
I don't believe that for a second.
Now then, your majesty, regarding the murder of my husband, Minister Inga, I would like to offer a new possibility.
A new possibility, you say?
Indeed, for during the break, the real killer confessed to me.
What?
Oh no.
Who do we have?
It's Nauta, isn't it?
Oh no.
Bailiff, call the witness to the stand.
The real killer confessed? But she got up her sleeve this time. I have a really bad feeling about this. Oh,
Yeah, it's him.
He's the one who confessed? Prosecutor Shadmati, you're the real killer?
I questioned him during the recess, as I felt that Amara had been covering for someone. So it was that he finally confessed his crime to me.
Nayuta, you didn't really do it, did you?
Her Eminence speaks the truth. It was I who killed Justice Minister Inga.
Nayuta! Peace! Prosecutor Shadmadi! Are you absolutely certain about this? A confession of this nature is grave indeed.
Yes, I am certain. For I killed him with my own hand. At last, the real killer has been revealed.
How are we supposed to respond to this? Nayuta, retract your confession, now!
Mr. Justice, it is not yet time for your cross-examination.
Who cares about that? Admit it! Admit admit it was Queen Karan who put you up to this! She forced you into giving a confession, didn't she?
You're out of line, Mr. Justice. Learn some self-restraint.
But...
Or do you have something that might prove that I did not commit this murder?
That is... What do you think you're doing, you idiot?
Truly, the truth can set us free.
Looks like Karan got him to... looks like Iran got to him somehow. I definitely didn't see this coming. Nayuta, why are you doing this? Why would you sacrifice even your life to do Quran's bidding?
Whatever this case may be, Prosecutor Shadmati, your testimony, please.
All right, how are we gonna get around this one? I cannot remain silent while Her Eminence fell under suspicion for this crime. It was I who murdered Justice Minister Inga. He had to die for the future of Karayan. I consider it divine judgment cast upon a fiend who sought to assassinate our monarch. My mother was simply covering for me. I am ashamed I let her go so far for my sake.
You do understand what you're doing, right, Nayuta? You're sentencing yourself to death if you're found guilty.
If that is the court's verdict, then so be it. I must obey the law above all else.
The law, Nayuta, or the Queen?
Enough! This blathering has nothing to do with the witness's testimony.
Please address any issues you may have during the cross-examination, defense.
Time for the bad ending. Okay.
Oh, I will. I'm going to blow his problematic testimony to smithereens.
Might be good to get a fresh set of lives as well.
I don't think we did that.
What are you talking about?
We only have 3.
Yeah, but if we get the bad ending right now, apparently this bad ending if you game over here.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Look at my badge.
That statement contradicts with this piece of evidence.
Such items are unworthy of my eyes.
Well, if Her Eminence says so, then I suppose there's no point wasting time on it. Come on, don't I deserve at least a cursory glance?
Half-Life 2 is free on Steam right now. Oh, that's awesome.
Really?
Might have to pick that up.
Don't you think that statement was a little odd?
I thought nothing of the sort.
Sorry, Apollo, but I have to agree with her. What? Really?
It would seem the only thing that could be considered odd is the defense's statement.
Just great. Now the judge thinks I'm even odder than before.
4 knows, am I right?
Oh, whoop.
I get the feeling we still don't have all the facts.
You're right. Thanks, Mr. Wright.
Okay, let's see what a little pressing does for me.
Damn it, we can't present anymore. Because I accidentally pressed the consult button.
Oh.
You kept quiet all this time, even though you were the real killer?
Yes, and I accept that what I have done can never be forgiven. But I have never imagined suspicion would fall upon the Queen herself. Prosecutor Shabmati has placed the life of our kingdom above his own life. He is taking responsibility for his crime and is showing his loyalty to the queen and country. Without a monarch on the throne, Karayan could be plunged into chaos. I can never wish that upon my homeland. That is why I had to let the truth be known.
What a bunch of baloney! I'm going to ask you again, Nayuta. Did you really kill Minister Inga?
Yes. No matter how many times you ask, Mr. Justice, the truth is immutable.
Hold it! It's not too late. You can still retract your confession before the verdict is rendered.
There is no retracting the truth. One either tells it or does not tell it. It is as that simple.
Ugh. Why do you always have to be so stubborn, Nayuta? I hate how you never listen to reason once you get like this. I think we'll need some evidence before we can get him to retract his confession. Either that or we'll have to force a retraction out of him by appealing to what's in his heart. It's not going to be easy either way.
Prosecutor Jadmati, what was the motive for your crime?
I had reason enough to kill Minister Inga.
Hold it! What do you mean by that?
Minister Inga was planning to assassinate Her Eminence in a coup d'etat. I had to nip this evil in the bud, even if it cost me the purity of my soul.
So you're saying the death of another is a reasonable price to pay to protect the queen?
Long have we remained independent under the authorities of our spirit medium queens. We command the people's awe and respect with the power to commune with the dead. Without such a monarch, our kingdom would lose its standing in the world.
But if spirit channeling is so important, why did you have Queen Amara perform the rite?
I'm afraid my elder sister is quite capricious?
Capricious?
Capricious. She would fulfill her duty only when the desire struck, as sporadic as that was.
I am not gonna miss the big words.
It was, therefore, something she did on a whim. There was no meaning behind it.
A meaningless whim?
It's hard to press a statement like that.
Now, if I may return to my testimony.
Divine judgment?
Yes, I rendered judgment upon the minister on behalf of the Holy Mother.
Are you saying the Holy Mother guided you?
No, Her Holiness would never condone killing in her name, regardless of circumstances. As such, I believe my defiled soul will be damned to hell. But I do not regret what I have done. I will willingly sacrifice my soul to protect this kingdom's future.
Snap out of it already, Nayuta! So if motive comes from a place of faith, huh? Why does that sound completely credible when it's coming from him? Well, Amara expressed a similar motive.
As for her mercifulness, she is truly deserving of her title.
So you killed Minister Inga and Queen Amara staged the crime? Is that how it went?
Precisely. My mother is as clever as she is kind. She sought to conceal my crime by taking all of the guilt upon herself.
Yet another lie. I need to poke a hole in his testimony, but how? Nayuta, could it be that you didn't realize Nana was actually Queen Amara, your own mother?
That is not as strange as you might think. Much time has passed since we last met, after all.
Right. 23 years ago, was it? When Dirk saved her after the supposed assassination attempt?
No, Mr. Justice. It was 15 years ago that Dirk abducted my mother.
Huh? That's weird. Are you sure about that?
I remember it clearly. I was around 10 years old at the time.
Nayuta, please add that last statement to your testimony.
Oh, we have a chance to, game over. Although, something about that. I reunited with my mother, Queen Amara, 15 years ago. Right here. He was expelled from the royal family.
Ah.
There's no way that's possible. However, we want that bad ending.
Right.
Everyone with me. Game over, yeah!
We've already read these.
The game tried to prevent it.
I've heard enough. This trial need not draw out any longer. In light of the fact that Queen Amara was, in truth, still amongst the living, the charge of murder against the accused, Dirk Shadmati, for the attempted assassination 23 years ago will be dropped. However, with regard to the murder of Minister Inga, the defense has failed to invalidate the confession of Prosecutor Shadmati. Therefore, this court must accept his confession and hand down his verdict.
But the defense didn't take him as a client, so how can they be punished in the DC Act?
I don't think they are. They're not punished, but Nayuta still dies.
Oh, okay.
So the charge was dropped against Dirk, which means I think Phoenix and Paula would go free. But Nayuta would get the death sentence.
Oh, do we have to do all this again?
You just gotta press the last statement, I think.
Oh, okay.
Hold it.
Yeah, we read these.
Apparently, 13 lines saying that was not what he was looking for. I guess it was bad timing. Or maybe we did something wrong, and maybe maybe this is like a different state. Oh well. Impossible.
What is that noise?
Oh, that was one of my Courts of Steel voice training exercises.
Well, from now on, you shall keep such caterwauling out of this sacred hall.
Guess I better take it down a notch.
I thought that was it.
Maybe it's the photo of him as a baby.
Maybe. Let's just press it. Let's get more information.
15 years ago, huh? That's around the time I left for the U.S. What happened after Dirk helped Queen Amara escape?
Agents of the Crown pursued us relentlessly. So we had to live a life on the run. Mr. Justice, know that Dirk sent you away so that you would not get caught up in the life we led.
I see. Thanks. I can't believe it's been 15 years. Apollo, there's something about Nayuta's testimony. Yeah, that discrepancy's a bit hard to miss, but what could it mean? So Nayuta got to meet his mother.
I was thinking it was the photo as he was little, and it was after the assassination, so Nayuta wouldn't remember a face. That could be it. Do we have that picture?
Of him as a baby? Yeah.
Showing Dirk and Amara's life on the run about 23 years ago.
If that baby is him, then
we could.
Wouldn't have. I think it's that photo.
We could definitely try it.
Back when Dirk rescued her. That's what he says. It's news to me, though. I had already been sent away by that point. Okay, now that I've dragged more testimony out of him, what can I do with it?
So apparently we missed bad ending number 2.
Oh well.
Objection!
It is that photo.
You're saying that Dirk made off with Queen Amara 15 years ago? But that's strange, because I heard something very different from Dirk. He said that they ran off together 23 years ago.
Hey, Funky, how you doing? That is impossible. I know for a fact it was 15 years ago.
Well, I have evidence that contradicts your statement. How do you explain this photo? Just wanted to ask if you two already did the DLC chapter or not. No, that's, that has not been done yet, no.
It has not.
Dirk said it was taken 23 years ago.
He said that?
He did, but if we take what you just said as fact, then there's something in this photo that doesn't make any sense.
This isn't making any sense to me, so I suppose I should ask. What does not make sense if this photo is only 15 years old?
The baby, because that's baby Nayuta.
Yeah, how could it be baby Nayuta?
Take that!
Nayuta, this discrepancy may not be directly related to this case. But I don't think we can simply overlook it either. Dirk said the baby in this photo was you. But that doesn't make any sense if the photo is only 15 years old. After all, you said you were around 10 then, right? He's definitely sweating bullets over there he's definitely sweating bullets over there over something. Apollo, if this baby isn't Nayuta... Wait, you don't think... Did Queen Amara have another child while she was on the run? Was I right? Was Rafa not actually the daughter of the queen?
I think you might be right.
Holy crap.
Congratulations! You have a new
Yay!
mother. She has a 50-50 chance of living, by the way. But better chances than your adopted mother.
That's true. What?
Ugh.
And just what if that child were... Oh!
Oh no.
And just what if that child were being held hostage?
Naruto was trying to protect the
Rafa.
princess.
Nayuta, is that why you obeyed Queen Garon's every command? Cause she had her little girl hostage that whole time.
Why are people so mean to Naruto?
Why is Ace Attorney so cruel to children?
Okay,
We got
we're
Maya, we got Pearl, we got Apollo Trucy, and now Nayuta and Rafa.
they're basically like there are like 3 character developments when it comes to Ace Attorney characters when they're developing a character. The most evil person known to mankind. Someone that has so much trauma that they could keep a singular psychology firm in business. And then dumbass. Those are the 3 character traits of Ace Attorney.
Dang.
Evil,
Pretty much it.
traumatized, dumbass.
Well, what about the judge?
You may think dumbass, but he's actually traumatized.
Yeah, that's fair. After the things he's seen in his courtroom. And that's why Queen Amara was trying to take the rap as well. To protect this other child. I remember seeing this photo originally. I thought that baby might have been Rafa. And I was freaking right! A child born 15 years ago. They would have to be someone who's around 14 or 15 years old now. This is just a guess. But I believe I know someone who fits that bill. This also explains the strange behavior.
That's why she wanted to talk to Dirk. She found out. She wanted to meet.
found out?
She wanted to talk to her father.
Oh!
That's why she was acting like, oh, I wish I got a chance to meet Dirk.
Because she knew!
Yeah.
All those strange statements she kept making. Now they all make sense.
Prosecutor Shamade, may I ask you something? Of course, Your Benevolence. I've been meaning to ask you this since yesterday. Did you know about Queen Amara and about me? From where did you hear such a thing?
He
From
knew?
Mother, and only yesterday. Rafa was carrying on about telling the truth to the people. So I told her what the truth really was. For it is up to a mother to discipline her child. I see.
Hey, yo!
I cannot accept this.
That's why she halted the trial!
Yep.
Is something the matter, Your Benevolence?
Queen Amara is lying. It makes no sense. Queen Amara would not have killed my father. Why? Why did this happen? Oh, just as we were finally reunited. Oh, Queen Amara.
Now I see, Nayuta, why you do what you're told. The other child born to Dirk and Queen Amara is...
Mr. Justice, I believe I know what you're about to say. But I cannot allow you to name an innocent soul as the child of terrible sinners.
I thought you might try to stop me. After all, simply revealing this information endangers who you've been trying to protect. I think this should make it clear what I'm talking about. This is the chink in your armor. The reason why you fear for your siblings' reputation.
Take that!
And that is?
A file full of information that Dirk collected on what happened 23 years ago.
He wants to keep under wraps. Because the princess's reputation would go through the mud if it's found out that she is the father of the rebel.
You mean the daughter of the rebel?
Oh yeah, the daughter of the rebel.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Of particular note right now is what's written here. All the sins of the father are visited upon his children. This deeply held idea is why you were expelled from the royal family. Which means it wouldn't bode well for your sibling either. If she were revealed to be Dirk's daughter. You became a prosecutor to bring down Queen Garan. But at some point, you came to serve the very regime you despised. And that was because the Queen found this chink in your armor. That's how she came to use your sister against you.
Nayuta! Have you been keeping this secret all this time? Have you been trying to protect me? You are an innocent party to all this. I live only to safeguard the law and serve the country and queen from which it flows. One such as you, who is destined to ascend to the throne, need not fret over such as I. No, I cannot accept that. What you say is... It's malarkey. Don't you even care what happens to you? Before country, queen, law, and everyone's future, my personal feelings are of no consequence. This is why I resigned myself to my fate. I know I must accept the status quo without any thought of change. Spoken like a true prosecutor and patriot. I shall continue to rule Karayan until the day Rafa succeeds me. For that is what is best for our kingdom. I know, Your Eminence. Yours is no small sacrifice. But I promise you this, in exchange for your life. The child shall remain safe, and the kingdom shall prosper. That is all I can ask for with my meager existence.
Rafa and Nayuta found out they're siblings while Trucy and Apollo still don't know.
All this
Dang.
happened before GTA 6.
Nayuta, is this really the new you? Resigning yourself to the will of another and killing any hope you held for the future? No. The Nayuta I knew would never let himself be turned into this.
Now, Your Majesty, if you would hand down your verdict.
Objection!
You can say you're not simply accepting your fate, Nayuta. Or you are simply? But I know that deep down, there's still hope in your heart.
Oh, Holy Mother, preserve me.
It's the kind of hope that preserves through the most desperate of times. And it's what binds you, me, and Dirk together as a family. I know because this has demonstrated to me that you haven't lost all hope yet.
Take that!
His...
When you interrogated Dirk, you confiscated all of his possessions as potential evidence. All except this.
Did he take your attorney's badge too? No, I thought it was strange, but... Just when it looked like he was going to take it from me, he changed his mind.
So tell me, Nayuta, why didn't you take his badge? You couldn't bear to take it from him, could you? And I know why. It's because this badge means something special to us.
Hey, Dirk! Why do you still wear your badge? You're not a lawyer anymore, right?
This badge is my heart and soul, son. I'll never stop trying to realize my dream. Not until my very last breath. A dragon never yields, right? Exactly! Nayuta, Apollo, I vow to restore Korion's legal system to its rightful state one day. I want to pass on to you a world where you can live free from the fear of tyranny.
You may say you've given up. But that's not how it really is it? You never gave up. And you never will, because you still believe that all the wrongs will be righted someday, don't you?
Humph. You are very perceptive, Mr. Justice.
Huh?
It may very well be as you say. Why did I not confiscate this badge? Even I did not know. Until now. Perhaps I was waiting for him to save me.
Save you?
Yes, save me. Like he did on that day. Nayuta! Apollo! Hold on! I'm coming! What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Nayuta, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me. Understand? Someday, he would come and free our family from the chains of the past. Perhaps, deep down, that is what I believed. I believed in Dirk, our father.
Nayuta, I knew you.
However, it was but a dream. And now that dream has died. Murdered, along with Dirk. So now, as the eldest, the responsibility falls squarely onto me. No matter the cost, I must protect her. Please, try to understand, Apollo. Understand why I shall bear all this sin. It is the only way.
But
Such insolence!
You have wasted more than enough of my time, lawyer. Do you not see the futility of your desperate floundering? The
immutable?
The immutability of his duty?
Immutability.
Immutability of his duty? She said duty. It is time to accept defeat. Now, watch as the hammer of justice comes down on your dear brother. Your Majesty, the verdict, if you will.
Yes, Your Eminence.
Objection!
Wait a second! What do I do?
Does the defense wish to raise an objection?
There's gotta be some way to save Nayuta! Paulo. It all goes back to that incident 23 years ago. It's branded him the son of a criminal. So if we could once and for all prove that Dirk didn't try to assassinate Amara... Right. Nayuta and Rafa's father would no longer be viewed as a criminal. But I thought there wasn't any evidence left. Because it was all destroyed in that fire. And Dirk investigated the matter for years, but never managed to learn anything new. Really? Nothing at all? Could an exceptional lawyer like Dirk try that long and really uncover nothing at all? He had over 2 decades, Apollo. Huh? He's right. I doubt Dirk would have gone to his grave without discovering something new. He must have secretly planted something to topple Garan with somewhere. Take another look at the evidence. You just might find what we need to break out of this situation with it in there.
All right.
The only thing that comes to mind is the Founder's Orb.
Have we ever figured out why it looks like it's bloodied down there?
I don't think we did, actually.
That's one option. Another thing. Arson incident involved Amara's private residence. Amara was slipped a sleeping pill and perished in the fire. The lighter found at the scene had Dirk's fingerprints on it. We know for a fact Amara did not die in that fire. But there was a fire because Apollo's father was caught up in the incident as well.
Okay.
No real name was...
He was struck on the head by the culprit.
It could have been. Okay, we got some things.
Got it.
If the defense is done stalling for time, I shall now hand down my verdict.
No, wait! About the assassination attempt 23 years ago. The defense has some new information it would like to share.
You do? Well, we had intended to deliberate that case in the course of this trial.
Dirk, did you leave something behind for me? Is there some connection I'm missing here?
Very well then. What is the source of your new information about the case from 23 years ago?
The assassination file.
Take that!
This is my source!
Oh? And just how are we to obtain new information from it?
If we take a closer look at it, I'm sure it will...
Such insolence!
Sorry!
Try again, Mr. Justice.
That photo has never been seen before, so maybe.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we could try it.
I doubt it'll work, but... Paulo, trails here are a little different than the ones back home. Or trials. So things that would be confiscated or be considered evidence back there can have a huge impact on a case here. Things that wouldn't be considered evidence. With that in mind, why don't you take a good look at the court record again? Maybe it is the photo. I think you'll find what Dirk left for you. Okay.
Yeah, let's try the photo.
I'd like to try again, Your Majesty.
If that is your wish.
Since we didn't have a name for his father, well, at least we have a face for it.
Very well then.
Take that!
A photograph?
Every time I do, it makes me laugh, Your Honor.
Yes. Do you recall the traveling musician who died in that fire 23 years ago?
How could anyone forget such a painful chapter in our history? The poor fellow was caught up in that blaze that was meant for Queen Amara. We never knew his identity, though, as his belongings were burnt to ashes.
Well, about that, the truth is, he was my biological father.
Oh?
What?
Why is she shocked?
Why, of course. With his photo and her benevolence.
Exactly. We might be able to prove Dirk completely innocent. And that would free her from the infamy of having criminal blood in her veins. Because here in Khurayan,
We could commune with the dead.
we can... Oh, I forgot about the seance pool thing!
I thought we needed a name. I thought that was the big thing. I didn't realize a face could do.
That's for spirit channeling, I think.
That's right.
The divination seance, that's it! We can witness the final memories of the dead!
What utter nonsense! There's was no evidence left in the wake of that blaze.
That's what you think. But Dirk went to the ends of the earth to bring this little souvenir back for us.
He did?
Yep. And boy, is it the best piece of evidence ever.
He knew that with it, we'd finally be able to conclusively settle the matter here in court. And save his children. Your Majesty, the defense requests that we hold a divination seance for this new victim.
Objection!
What a waste of time! The events of 23 years past have already been deliberated at lengths.
Objection!
But wasn't Dirk on trial for that incident as well today? So we wouldn't be doing our jobs if we failed to look into this new lead, would we? As the presiding judge, I will now share my thoughts on the matter. The attempted assassination of Queen Amara is a case we can ill afford to leave open. And I believe that the final memories of the victim will prove to be very important. Therefore, if it is the opinion of this court that we should conduct another divination seance.
Why you?
Your benevolence. If you knew the full name of the victim seen in this photo, you'd be able to perform a divination seance, right? Oh, so we do need the name.
Of course. Leave it to me.
Thank you. My father's full name is...
Apollo knows his father's name?
Oh, dang! Jove Justice.
All right. We lied last time. We get to see this again?
Now, your benevolence. Please commence the divination seance when you are ready. The last divination seance.
Dirk said his name at the beginning.
Oh,
It's the name in the
Holy
court
Mother,
record. Oh,
we hold
whoops.
this divination
Oh.
seance in your name.
I didn't realize.
Sorry, there's been so many like brand new information popped up. I just forgot.
The eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
One final dance. Hey, Super Sans, how you doing? Dancing with the Stars season finale. Someone made this video, a video of this dance being done by Herlock Sholmes. Oh my gosh. That guy dances around all the time, right?
He was a little light on his feet, yeah.
remember him being a pretty fun character. Burning heat. Crying. Baby! It's Apollo!
Oh.
Pain.
He was murdered? Oh, I saw it!
Yeah,
In
you
the
see
mirror!
something in the mirror. And the lighter right there. Yeah, you see something in the mirror. That was cool.
The spirit of the victim has granted us a window into his final moments. It would appear the divination seance was a success.
So those were my father's final moments. The baby we saw must have been you, Apollo.
I will now decipher the experience of the deceased. Are you ready, Horned Head?
Yes, please proceed.
What's that in the mirror? I don't know. That's what we're taking another look at. What does she have to say? Very well. Here is my interpretation of the facts as gleaned from the seance's vision. I think it's actually a polished metal tray. Same idea. Mirror, polished tray. Someone attempted to assassinate Queen Amara by setting her residence ablaze. Hornhead's father happened to stop by and was knocked out by the assassin. Dirk's fingerprints were discovered on the lighter found at the scene of the crime. That is how he was determined to be the assassin. You know what? I think I saw what was in that mirror. I think it was the shackles of judgment.
The shackles of judgment?
Remember from this guy, Inga. Remember he has those cuffs.
Cuffs.
They're called. It's kind of like a turquoise and gold.
The green one? Or, wait, no.
Yeah, cuffs around his wrist.
Maybe I'll remember if I take a look at it.
Hornhead's father tried to save his son, but sadly, he perished in the attempt. That is everything the deceased experienced in his final moments.
My father's final memories. They're right here for everyone to see, but can any of them unlock the truth behind what happened 23 years ago?
Let's see that.
There was a person on that table.
Right there. What is that?
What, the thing that's falling? It's a lighter.
No, like in the mirror. You see it? Like he's dropping the lighter.
Uh-huh. I see it. Whoa, wait, hold on. Go back to the previous statement.
Right here.
Okay.
Oh,
Dirk's
gloves!
fingerprints.
Gloves!
Yeah, exactly,
Gloves!
exactly.
That's what we're looking for.
Objection!
Dirk's fingerprints were discovered on the lighter that was found at the scene of the crime.
I think we all narrowed in on that reflection. We just were trying to figure out, we're piecing together what it meant.
However, the hand holding the lighter in the seance vision appears to be gloved.
Ah, I believe you're right. What could this mean?
It calls into question whether the hand in the vision was really Dirk's. If only we could make out the details a little better.
Very well. I will attempt to focus a bit more on what the deceased saw. Perhaps that will help refine the seance's vision. That's the cuff I was talking about.
Oh.
Remember it was brought up before that when he was talking to Phoenix? It's the symbol that he is the king. Or the one that is the executioner.
That was 3 cases ago, so...
It does seem that there was a glove on that hand. Still, what significance could that have?
It means that Dirk's fingerprints got on the lighter. It means that Dirk's fingerprints got on the lighter at some other time. Somebody could have even put them there, or somebody could have even put them there after the fire.
Objection!
All you have is pure speculation, while the fact remains that they are his fingerprints. Therefore, it stands to reason that Dirk was the one who used the lighter.
Objection!
It just means I have to prove that the figure in this vision is someone else. Using the information in my father's final memories.
Either way, it seems that I must revise my insights. But if someone had put his prints on the lighter after the fact, then we do not know to whom it belongs.
Okay, she's updated her insight. Time to go over them and see if there are any new inconsistencies to be found.
That could be the queen that's crying. No, that could be someone else, too.
I think it's the baby crying.
That cuff.
Okay, I think we present the cuff.
Objection!
Wait, then this means the real culprit is
Inga.
Inga. The figure in this vision is clearly not Dirk. The distinctive band around their wrist gives their true identity away.
Ah! That design! It can't be!
This will prove just whose hand was captured in the seance vision.
Oh, I see what we gotta do.
Take that!
That is not what I expected, Horned Head.
I got that wrong. My mistake, sorry.
I thought it was his wrists not having the thing. Your Majesty.
As you wish, Your Benevolence.
Wrong dead body pick. Oh yeah, we have another dead body pick. I forgot. The fact that that's a real statement.
That distinctive object on the figure's wrist. I know I've seen it before. If the court would give me another chance.
Take that!
I forgot we had a photo of his dead body. That photo? So you do believe the culprit to be...
Justice Minister Inga had cuffs with the exact same pattern on them.
You're referring to the cuffs, of justice, correct?
Yes, I hear they're a traditional part of Koryone's Justice Minister's attire.
I don't know why that detail stuck with me, but it did.
But what does this tell us?
It tells us that the figure in this photo is none other than the Koryone's late Minister of Justice. Inga Karkul Koryon.
No! Not my father! Your stepfather.
So he plotted the assassination of the former queen as well as the current one?
Justice Minister Inga?
So then Dirk's innocent on both charges?
The Defiant Dragons? They've been right this whole time?
What now? Nayuta?
What you've proposed is not possible, Apollo. For back then, Inga Karan was not the Minister of Justice.
What?
The Justice Minister 23 years ago was... Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
No! Oh, what?
Wait!
What?
Oh, wait! This actually turned out for the good!
That was straight up, oh, I'm killing myself. Oh, we're so back! You, Queen Garan.
What? Oh, right. She served as the Minister of Justice before succeeding to the throne. I guess she also prosecuted the assassination attempt 23 years ago as one. So then, the figure in this vision is actually...
Your Eminence, it's you, isn't it?
Oh my.
This is madness! Why would Her Eminence do such a thing?
Because she would ascend to the throne.
She wanted to usurp the throne from her sister Amara? That's why she tried to assassinate her?
She's over here A-posing.
I find this all very hard to swallow.
Your
And
Eminence,
believe me, that means something. I take big pills.
Your Eminence, are you the one responsible for tearing my family apart?
And was it you who killed my father?
Apollo and Naruto are about to kick her ass.
Oh boy. Well, Your Eminence, I'm asking you a question.
Such insolence!
Humph. Peasants. Always carrying on about things of no import. You do not deny it then. You concealed the truth and used me for your own designs. Oh, Nayuta, spare me your feeble-minded line of questioning. Even if Dirk was cleared of all charges, it shall still be I who decides Rafa's fate. You do wish for her to be queen someday, do you not? Remember, the child lives only by my good graces. Now, kneel before me and fulfill your end of the bargain by offering me your head.
Don't do it.
Your Eminence, I am done heeding your commands.
Yes!
Even as you used my sister against me, I still believed you. I believed that protecting your secrets was in the best interest of this kingdom. But you have been deceiving me all the while.
Nayuta.
Shut up, putrid pepper, I'm speaking. Nayuta, you dare defy me? Your Eminence, I could turn the other cheek no more. Therefore, I hereby retract my confession in the murder of Justice Minister Inga.
Retract, you say? Dirk, the final pieces of evidence you left behind has released Nayuta from his suffering. And now he's finally free.
In all this time, not once did I reflect on my own conduct, for I had believed all was fate. Lost in my own sense of resignation, I was unable to wake from my despair. But you, Apollo, you have awakened me with your demonstration of our Father's creed.
Oh!
Oh my gosh, he threw away the Queen's mark to reveal the dragon.
I love it.
Oh, that is some badass shit right there.
Give that line one more. Never mind.
A dragon.
I thought I might have been talking. Go ahead.
The voice actor said it.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought I had talked over you.
I will carry on Dirk's legacy and fulfill his dream. Hear me, Garan. I will cast you down from your bloody throne. Long live the revolution!
Let's go!
Insolent fool! Now even you prattle on about revolution?
Would you look at that?
Phoenix like, yo, Apollo, we're revolutionaries now.
Huh. When do I get my rifle?
When are you gonna get your tattoo, Apollo?
Well, Apollo,
Boss, is that tax deductible? No, it comes out of your wage.
Aww. It seems we're finally making some headway down the road that Dirk carved out for us.
You know what? If this does not end with Apollo taking up a law office in Karayan, I don't know. Like, they failed to properly end this game. Because this entire time...
I will be satisfied if he marries Juniper.
He can take Juniper with him.
Yeah, I guess he could do that, yeah. Yeah.
Because it always felt as if Apollo was not really supposed to be, like, Phoenix's replacement, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
He learned from him. He was like a mentor. But he goes off and does his own... He works with DATs, which is a scary thought.
Now, if we could just prove Garon's guilt. If we could continue on down the road toward the revolution Dirk dreamed of.
Your Eminence. You have been accused of the crime. Committed 23 years ago. Would you like to say anything in your defense?
Not so fast, Your Majesty. For the cuffs could have been stolen and used without my knowledge. So you see, they can hardly be considered proof of anything.
Why, I believe you're right.
But we know she's guilty!
Well, lawyer, is there any other evidence you would have me refute?
Unfortunately, this photo was the last piece of evidence Dirk left for me. So as far as evidence goes, I've got nothing else regarding that case from the past. However, now that Prosecutor Shadmati has retracted his confession, we'll have to re-deliberate the current case from scratch.
Yes, the defense speaks the truth. Even though it is clear who the guilty party is.
Queen Garon. The defense accuses you of the murder of Justice Minister Inga Karkul Karayan.
But do you have any evidence, defense?
Evidence that will prove Garon was the killer?
There is still one more avenue for us to explore, Mr. Justice.
There is?
Bad ending time, says 13 Lions. Minister Inga's final memories. In them, the minister's killer posed as Dirk. Therefore, one must ask, how did the killer dispose of their disguise?
Hey, you're right. A lot of blood would have been spattered onto the killer. So the blood so close would have to have been dealt with somehow. The incense burner. Oh, that's why the cuff was in there.
This guy right there?
Yeah. The clothes were burned in the incense pile. If they're still around somewhere, then...
Humph, I was wondering what absurd idea you would concoct next. Clothing can be disposed of most anywhere. I doubt you could find them now. Wait, was that his first ever objection line?
Nayuta?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the rest of the time he was saying like Satura or however he said it.
Oh my gosh, he's taking up his father's legacy.
Nice.
Then you don't know us very well. Your benevolence. No, he said it before? Oh, really?
Oh, he did? Oh.
Yes? On the day of your father's murder, you had been watching the courtyard from 2 p.m. Now, during that time, you saw Queen Garan, did you not? Yes, I did. I saw my mother entering the palace from the courtyard. But I was told not to mention it because it had nothing to do with my father's murder. Raifa! You would not dare! You're not my mom anymore! When the queen headed into the palace, did she have Dirk's clothes in her possession? No, she did not!
So maybe she disposed of them. So maybe she disposed of them somewhere in the courtyard.
The police did a thorough sweep of the area following the crime. But they did not find anything resembling Dirk's clothes. But you know that already, didn't you, prosecutor? Yes, I admit no clothing were found. So you admit that you were merely speculating, chasing phantoms and delusions of evidence that never existed.
This makes no sense. Clothing doesn't just disappear like that. If Garan wasn't carrying any clothes, she must have gotten rid of them somewhere. Somewhere she thought they'd never be found. Where they'd never be found, huh? I believe Dirk's clothes were hidden here. In the tomb, and they were burned at the end. Wait, no. I just realized the flaw in my... Anyway.
The tomb? You believe the clothing was hidden there?
Yes. It's the only place it can be.
Yeah, because we were all over Inga's room, and it couldn't be Raifa's room because Raifa was there the entire time.
Well, where in the tomb do you believe the clothes to be hidden?
I guess just try the incense burner.
Take that!
Oh my! You believe...
I was wrong.
You believe they were hidden there?
That does seem rather ridiculous. Okay, I was wrong.
By the look on your face, I gather that even you realize how ridiculous your answer is.
Oops.
Bullseye.
Also, hey, Captain Ghosty, how you doing?
Apollo, the crime scene was thoroughly searched, remember? Wait! What about that safe we never opened?
Was there a safe?
Yeah, there were 2 safes, and I'm pretty sure one of them never opened. There is one place the royal guards didn't look. Right.
I suppose the defense would like to try again?
Oh, we're still in the tomb?
Yeah, we're still in the tomb.
Oh.
It has to be
then I
the
guess
sarcophagus.
sarcophagus?
Yeah, it
Okay.
has to be the sarcophagus.
Take that!
Of course! That makes perfect sense! The clothes weren't simply hidden. They were returned where they belong.
Urgh.
And by that you mean...
The killer would have had to get Dirk's clothes from somewhere. Luckily, they were right there.
Yes, of course. At the time of the minister's murder, Dirk's body was already in the sarcophagus. So the killer could have simply borrowed his clothes.
Right. Before the minister entered the tomb, the killer put on Dirk's clothes. And then hid behind the curtain above the sarcophagus. And after the minister was killed, Dirk's clothes were returned to his body.
So what? This is still all speculation. We know not whether those clothes were actually used in the murder. Therefore, you cannot prove that they are somehow connected to this case.
Objection!
That's where you're wrong, but I believe you already knew that. The clothes were definitely used during the minister's murder because of this.
The pendant.
Take that!
The bloodstains on Dirk's chest are no doubt the result of being shot by the minister. However, that does not explain everything. There is also some blood spatter extending from his left elbow down to his abdomen, or abdominal area. I believe this blood splatter came from
Take that!
Inga.
if the killer wore these clothes during the murder. The blood spatter must have come from Minister Inga.
Ugh.
I thought it was all Dirk's, but that makes sense. Only one way to be sure, though. Let's get those stains analyzed right away.
Indeed, this may be the conclusive evidence we need to prove the Queen's guilt. You can't prove it. You cannot prove it was I who hid those clothes. They could really, very well have been hidden by a third party.
But could they really? I'd say the possibility of someone other than Garan hiding the clothes does not exist, because nobody's allowed in this courtyard.
Yep.
No, it's just not possible. Your Eminence, I recall you saying the following.
The key to Amara's sarcophagus is under the protection of the royal family. My husband and I are the only ones who could open it. Therefore, it would be impossible for some knave to open it.
You missed the bad ending. We're doing too good for a bad ending. Forget the bad ending. Oh.
Ugh.
That was your own testimony, word for word.
Why, you insolent!
Admit it. Only you could have hidden Dirk's clothes after they were used in the murder. And that means you are the one who killed Justice Minister Inga.
Insignificant worm! You dare accuse me, the ruler of Karayan? Do not think for one moment.
I'm afraid such arguments are invalid here in this sacred hall, Your Eminence. Because even monarchs aren't above the law. It's the end of the line for you, Queen Garan. time to come down from that lofty throne and face justice.
Narg! So she found out about the coup, and decided to try to kill her husband.
She's not going down.
Me? Face justice? Surely you jest. You are in no position to force my hand, lawyer.
Oh?
Surely you haven't forgotten about the Defense Culpability Act? Those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In short, should I be convicted of murdering my husband, your dear brother who delivered false testimony in my defense
Oh no.
shall also be found guilty.
What? That can't be! Can it?
By delivering false testimony in the course of protecting a guilty party.
Oh, she's playing 4D chess.
He would certainly be judged by this court as having supported a criminal. And the Defense Culpability Act would most definitely come into play.
But that law is so broad that anyone could be convicted under it.
When it comes to the DC Act, even I am conflicted. And yet, as it currently stands, it is the law of the land. As you said earlier, no one is above the law.
Of all the absurd things I've seen, this law really takes the cake. Now what? What can we even do at this point?
You need not look so forlorn. Dirk has been cleared of all charges. So let us leave all thoughts on the real killer and revolution in the past, where it belongs.
She wants us to just let her off scot-free? And yet, I don't see any other choice.
We cannot yield to her here, Apollo. If it will move the revolution forward, I will gladly face the DC Act. Now do it! Accuse Queen Garon of the crime she had committed!
But
Such insolence!
What you speak is not revolution. Our kingdom will not function without its sovereign. And Rafa cannot ascend to the throne, for she is yet incapable of channeling spirits. Thus, to accuse me is to wish destruction upon our fair kingdom, you terrorist!
terrorist!
If you would still insist on accusing me, then as ruling sovereign of Karian, I proclaim the following. All who imperil the crown, no matter the reason, shall be subject to the immediate execution upon the Queen's orders.
What? Immediate execution?
Do you still not comprehend? Then let me be clear. For the sake of this kingdom's future, and in accordance to the laws of Karian, I command that you be put to death at once.
Oh no. What the? Isn't this going a bit too far? Why is the Quran Royal Guard?
They were on standby in case an attack by foolishly optimistic terrorists. Now, if you would continue to oppose me, the very embodiment of the law, then under my regal authority, you shall all be put to death. Yeah, what she said.
Oh, come on! This is insane! Even for you! You can't possibly get away with something like this! This is a court of law! You can't just order our execution without due process!
Hold it!
Now look, Apollo. Truth and due process are certainly important. But so is your life! So think before you speak again. But...
What a wild screenshot. Please, Apollo, do not make this any worse than it already is. I cannot lose you to the Twilight Realm too.
What am I supposed to do? How do I win it up against an opponent that can rewrite the law as she sees fit? How can I ever bring her to justice? Is this really how it all ends?
It is your life or your accusation, lawyer. You cannot hope for both. It is time to cease this insanity.
What do I do? Should I accuse Queen Karan? This country's future dies if we don't accuse her. I know what I have to do. Mr. Wright, you know that saying you're constantly reminding me and Athena of? A lawyer a lawyer has to smile until it's all over? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. You never fail to surprise me, Apollo. And Nayuta, you know that creed we've known ever since we were kids? A dragon never yields.
Apollo.
They are not merely words. They are what's carried us thus far. So now, it's time to honor these words and the memories of the ones who gave them to us. I couldn't agree with you more, Apollo.
Phoenix just look up in the sky. I'm coming home to you, Maya. Mia.
You mean Mia?
Yeah, I'm coming home to you, Mia.
Those words are more important to me than you know. And if there's any time to remember them, it's now.
It would seem, Apollo, that not one, but two auspicious creatures dwell deep within you. A fierce dragon and a victorious phoenix that a virtuous phoenix that shall scatter the clouds hiding the heavens. I shall join you in your death-defying bluff.
I think I finally understand what those words really mean, and the resolve they embody.
Are you smiling? Even in the face of certain doom? Is there no end to your defiance?
Unfortunately for you, no. I won't let fear, or even the law, force me to abandon the pursuit of truth. Because there is another saying in my country, the truth will set you free.
Indeed. This is precisely what Dirk sought to do through this trial. He wished for us to break free from a certain despicable spider, certain despicable spiders immobilizing silk threads.
We won't be intimidated by unjust laws or give in to fear. Abandoning the truth like that is just not a part of my playbook.
There's only one path before us. Revolution. The time to make Dirk's dream a reality is upon us.
Your Eminence, if you are the law here in Korian, then your very existence is wrong.
Does your desperate pleading know no end?
I know it's a bit late to ask, but what's the plan?
We run.
Well, if Quran is going to execute us on the spot under the Defense Culpability Act, and the law itself derives its power from the authority of the Crown, then there's only one thing to do.
Remove her authority.
We dethrone her. Right here, right now. All right, but how? Oh, snap! Yes!
That's why she wanted this orb so badly. She cannot claim it. And we have a spirit medium.
Oh, snap. It's not like we have a lot of time to come up with a way to do it either. I doubt she'll allow you to perform another cross-examination while we think. Don't worry. Come up with something. We'll be fine. Can't give up. Not now. We have to keep fighting on to the end. Can't allow those broken trials to go on. It's time to make things right. If I accuse Quran, Nayuta will be subject to the Defense Culpability Act, which means he'll be put to death in accordance with the law. So the only way out of this is to dethrone Quran right now. Could this be the key to dethroning Quran? Dirk was convinced that the orb is the key to the revolution and Korian's future. In light of Quran's obsession with the orb, it makes a large amount of sense. She probably doesn't want anyone using it to gain spiritual powers and rights to the throne. If Rafa gets the power of that orb, she could be queen.
Yep.
Inga definitely tried to do that, to do just that. But that's where it starts to fall apart. Inga couldn't have channeled the founder, even after abducting Miss Faye after all. He didn't know the founder's name?
No, I think he knew.
Only the queen can channel spirits. I mean, technically no. Other spirit mediums.
This could be this could be a wild card right here.
Did we ever get the founder's name?
No, I think we did. It seems only the queen knows the founder's real name.
So he didn't know her name. The name of the founder is only known to those who become queen. That means the only people who currently know her name are Garan and Amara. So even if someone else had the orb, they wouldn't be able to channel the founder. So that begs the question, why is Garan so fixated on the orb?
Because she doesn't truly know the name. She wants the orb to find any possible link to it.
Okay, let's not overthink this. Garan is obsessed with the orb because... Could it be? It's hard to believe, but... If she wants spiritual power, does that mean Garan can't channel spirits?
If that's the case, she cannot be queen. Everything she says is no longer the law.
Damn! That would explain why she had Amara perform the rite of channeling. Is that why she let Amara live? To stand in for her when the time came to channel spirits? So if Garan can't channel spirits...
She'd have no claim to the throne. She is the false queen.
Garon's Defense Culpability Act was established under the Crown's authority.
But she has no authority.
But if she has no claim to the throne, then the DC Act would become null and void. No, not just the DC Act.
Everything.
All the insane laws she's enacted would be swept away in one fell swoop. Here we go. You claim the authority of the crown? You, out of all people? That's a good one.
Have you truly lost it, lawyer?
Indeed. I would have the defense explain himself at once.
It's easy, Your Majesty. Why is Queen Garan so obsessed with the Founder's Orb? Why did she let Queen Amara live? And why was she having her mercifulness perform the rite of channeling in her place? The answer to these three questions point to a single conclusion. A fact that will shake this kingdom to its very core.
I still do not follow, Apollo.
Your Eminence, I have just one question for you, and please be honest.
We're about to just shake a country that has been living 23 years of a lie.
I think everyone's going to support the revolution after this.
Yeah.
You can't actually channel spirits, can you?
What? You believe the Queen is not capable of communing with the dead?
The defense will explain himself at once.
In Cryan, the ability to channel spirits is an absolute requirement for a would-be queen. But Your Eminence, you were incapable of doing that. Then you'd have no claim to the throne. Not only that, but every law you've passed would be rendered null and void. And you, the Garan Royal Guard,
You seem to be rather enamored with the Queen's supposed spiritual power.
But what if she had none? What if she were just an ordinary person? A pretender to the throne?
Impossible!
Impossible!
Objection!
Such blasphemy! On what grounds do you make such a defamatory claims?
Queen Garan. If you think I'm just out to defame you, then prove it. Prove to us this piece of evidence you want, or prove it using this piece of evidence you want so badly.
The orb.
We might want to save. Just in case.
Take that!
The
All the conditions for summoning the founder should be in place.
Hey, Springy, how you doing?
With the orb, we know what the founder looks like. And as queen, you should know the founder's name. Now, if you would, Your Eminence.
I'm doing pretty all right. We're coming to the end of this this game. Big revolutions, big moments.
Please show us the great spiritual power you bear as Grand Priestess of Karayan. Oh, to witness Her Eminence's great power with our own eyes?
The Holy Mother will appear before us. Oh, miracles!
Praise be Your Eminence! May your mighty spiritual power show us the way! Gotta play this series. It is.
I would say
It's great. It's good.
I will boldly say this is like one of those series you gotta play at least one game of. You gotta try at least once.
Okay, yeah. At least one game. The original. Just play the original one. If you don't like that, you won't like any of the others.
Enough, I say, you mindless charlatans!
Cretins.
Oh, you mindless cretins!
Your Eminence, can it be that you cannot?
With my totally legit copy. You know what? No judgment here. No! I want a lawyer! Summon one at once!
Objection!
You killed them all. Bitch.
Aren't you forgetting something? There aren't any lawyers left in Karayan. You can thank your Defense Culpability Act for that.
Urgh. Your Eminence! Please give us a glimpse of your magnificent spiritual power!
Summon Her Holiness so she may guide us!
I have heard enough from you! Out of my sight, all of you!
If you are truly capable of channeling spirits, then get on with it already, Your Eminence.
You sneaky, underhanded wretch of a lawyer!
That reminds me. You said something to this effect earlier. It is time to cease this insanity. Don't you feel stupid for saying that now?
Indeed. Of all the things she had said, I can think of nothing more ludicrous. Apollo, teach this deceitful, putrid queen a lesson she won't soon forget.
Gladly, because it really is time to cease this insanity. Garan! Your reign of terror ends here!
Very well. Demonstrating my facilities.
Something.
Behold, the magnificent power to commune with the dead.
Ooh, your evidence!
Please tell me she trips and falls over this. Oh, great spirit of the founder who dwells in the Twilight Realm, hear the secret covenant of the orb and appear.
Here it comes!
Here!
I don't get it. Something's supposed to happen?
What's wrong?
Are you not feeling well?
Spirit of the founder, grace with the presence, times now, I beseech you, appear on us, heed my call, founder, please!
Oh.
My tier 3 subs, I want it back!
Ha ha.
Long live the Queen.
Prosecutor Shatmati, how is Her Eminence?
It seems she now believes that she herself is the Holy Mother.
I see. But her attempt at channeling a spirit failed, did it not?
Sadly, she seems unable to accept the facts. I fear it will be quite a challenge to question her later.
And what, if I may ask, was her motive? I understand that she killed Minister Inga in order to prevent his coup d'etat. But what of her attempt to assassinate Queen Amara 23 years ago?
To become queen herself? Maybe she just craved power and attention.
She likely developed a psychological complex from her inability to channel spirits. That is why she kept Queen Amara alive to perform the rite of channelings for her. In that way, it would seem as if she had great spiritual power. In short, she built a cult of personality upon fears and lies. Then again, do not all tyrants?
So then, she never really intended to kill Amara, huh?
Then who was the target? Was it Apollo's dad?
I wonder. What I don't understand is why Queen Amara even listened to Garan in the first place. Especially 14 years ago, before Rafa was being held hostage. Why would she keep letting the people of Karayan think she was dead? While she kept quietly performing the rite of channeling for Garan.
My mother is a gentle soul by nature and loves her sister dearly. So when Garan told her to hide because Dirk was out to kill her, she believed it. What's more, she did not wish to tarnish the name of her beloved sister. That is why she acquiesced so obediently to Garan's request to keep channeling for her. Until she fled with Dirk and was told the truth, that is.
So that's what happened. And since Rafa was being held captive, I imagine Amara had no choice but to help cover up the truth behind Inga's murder. Yeah. Living secretly as Rafa's servant, Nana. no doubt only deepened her love for her daughter. She'd do anything to keep her safe. All the more reason to hide the painful truth from her.
Well, that was a case for the ages.
Now I know what my judge brother was talking about when it came to Apollo and Phoenix.
My pen pal.
My pen pal. I love him dearly.
I should write to him, make sure he's mentally well. After dealing with these two, I feel like it's a responsibility. Prosecutor Shadmati. Prosecutor Shadmati has been cleared of all suspicion in the murder of Minister Inga. As has Miss Dirk Shadmati in the assassination attempt on Queen Amara.
Did I say miss? It's Mister.
Now then, I think it is high time I handed down my verdict on Dirk and Nayuta Shadmati. Not guilty.
Release the butterflies. There's no confetti. There's no gumshoe here, unfortunately.
Aw. Dirk, I hope you were watching. I proved you innocent. I proved your innocence. Nayuta's smiling again. And that revolution you've always dreamed of, it's finally happening.
With this, may I finally say, this court is adjourned.
Way to go, Apollo!
I was on the edge of my seat when those guards stormed into the courtroom.
That was a shocker, all right. Can't imagine anything like that happening back home.
I know, right? I was ready to go down there and teach them a lesson myself.
Really?
You don't know Maya, Apollo. She would.
She could have channeled Dirk, and there was a real chance it might have worked.
I was barely able to hold her back.
Hold me back? You were about to go ballistic after a while there, Athena.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about helping you smack a few of them down, to be honest. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. And it's all over.
Remind me to never say or do anything to deserve a Maya Athena double suplex. You did a fine job out there today, Apollo. Thank you for all the great advice, Mr. Wright. Nah, it was all you. That perseverance and never say die attitude you showed was impressive. I actually learned a thing or two myself. What? From me? That's a laugh. There were any number of times I wouldn't have blamed you for giving up. But you stuck it out to the end and came away triumphant. By sheer force of will. And inner strength forged in countless trials. You overcame the most desperate and hopeless situation I've ever seen. I don't know about all that. I mean it. You've really come a long way, Apollo. I've nothing but respect for your abilities as an attorney.
Aww.
Really? Aren't you exaggerating just a little bit, Mr. Wright?
You did it, Apollo. You finally won his seal of approval. But what about me, Nick? My channeling's come a long way, too. After all, I was deemed worthy enough to be used in 2 major crimes already.
Yeah. And 2 major chances for me to become someone for you to channel next. Honestly, I couldn't have done this without the support of each and every person here. Mr. Wright, Athena, Nayuta, and of course, Dirk.
That was pretty cool, Paul.
Trucy?
That is it is Trucy.
That was pretty cool, Polly.
The hell are you doing here? Trucy? Trucy? What are you doing here?
It's magic!
Please tell me someone's watching The Office. Yeah, Charlie's watching The Office. Charlie's a plant! I'm afraid she employed the old let's stow away in Mr. Edworth's suitcase trick.
What?
Though it certainly explains why my suitcase was so heavy.
Tell me you at least noticed it was heavier than usual. Trucy? Do you even have a passport?
No.
My magic pennies are in extra-dimensional space. It's like a mini universe in there. I could produce a passport at the drop of my hat.
Right. Maybe some things in this world are better left a mystery.
Horned head, barbed head. I am forever in your debt for what you've accomplished in this hall of justice. Without your presence, I may have never changed as I have this day. It's pathetic, I know.
That's where you're wrong, your benevolence. It was you who changed yourself. Only you could choose to defy Goran. And that decision was yours and yours alone. That's right. All we did was present you with an opportunity. And you made use of it with gusto. This victory is yours, your benevolence. You should be proud of yourself.
I see. So, I am worthy of my title after all. Ha! Ha 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 ha! I shall work to heal our kingdom so that it may know peace and prosperity once more.
She sure bounced back quick. So, your benevolence, I take it you learned the truth of your origins? That you're the daughter of Dirk and Queen Amara?
Yes, my mother, her eminence told me. She said it was a part of my, disciplining?
Disciplining?
Oh, was a part of my disciplining.
If you can call it that. Sounds more like blackmail. Keep quiet or I'll tell everyone that you're the daughter of a criminal.
My mother was so insufferable. Or should I say, my former mother.
Sounds like there was no love lost there.
But you cleared Dirk's name. My true father will no longer be known as a criminal. Therefore, I have nothing more to fear.
So what's next for the Kingdom of Korian? You lost your queen, so...
It's going to be anarchy for about 4 or 5 years. Her benevolence, Prince Rafa, will ascend to the throne.
Nayuta. But she can't channel spirits yet, right?
Indeed. Which is why I will act as regent on her behalf. until the day she comes into her own. Yes, your help will be greatly appreciated, Prosecutor Shad.
Aw.
Buh.
Is she going to say what I think she is? Is it hard to say brother?
What are you looking at, you horned head nincompoop?
Ouch!
In any event, I will be assisting. I'll be assisted by Nayuta and Queen Amara for the time being.
Queen Amara?
She lived. Our country offers console to rulers of neighboring kingdoms through channeling. It is a duty I intend to fulfill myself one day. But for now, I will have Queen Amara assist me in that capacity.
She never had a siblings before now, so it sounds foreign to her. Makes sense. So then, she's going to be alright?
Yes, it seems the bullet went straight through her without doing any serious damage.
That's a relief.
Big time. You did it, AJ! Thanks to you, both Dirk and Nayuta beat the charges against them! And you got the revolution rolling to boot!
The revolution. Dirk. I guess you were right to believe in me after all.
Yes, sir! There's gonna be some major changes around here. The legal system's gonna return to its rightful state, like how Dirk always wanted. And the name of Apollo Justice will go down in Karayanese history.
Yeah, right. Oh, Nayuta, before I forget. There was something I wanted to give you before I head back home.
You wish to give me something?
Yes, as Dirk's birth son, I think you should have this. Save in case we get this wrong.
Okay. His
As
badge.
Dirk's... Ah, okay, that makes sense.
This is Dirk's.
I have to get back to the States. And I know you're a prosecutor and all. But as the man who's going to change Karayan, it's only right that you have it.
To change Karayan.
Yeah, in Dirk's place.
Apollo. I'm afraid I must refuse your gift.
What? Why?
There is something I would like to show you.
Huh? What's this all of a sudden?
Mr. Wright, won't you and your friends please join us?
Oh, what? Sure. Did he know the whole time?
I think he knew the whole time.
So why'd you bring us here, Nayuta?
Apollo, I want you to stay here in Karayan.
What? But why?
We have lost our queen, and our kingdom stands at a crossroads. Most of all, we will need to rebuild our entire legal system. Naturally, that includes the reintroduction of lawyers to the court.
Wait, you're not asking me to...
Yes, I want you to take over this law office. With you as a lawyer and me as a prosecutor, we shall rebuild Karayan's legal system from the ground up.
You want me to help rebuild the legal system? That's a lot to take in.
Apollo, I cannot do this without you. As a lawyer, you are Dirk's spiritual heir. And having studied in America, your legal knowledge will be indispensable.
This is way out of my league.
The revolution is still in its infancy. But it was Dirk's dream to restore the legal system to its rightful state. Will you not help me realize that dream? Come on, AJ! You know it's what Dirk would have wanted! Let's do it together! You must be taken aback by my sudden request, but please give it some thought.
Of course. I'm honored that you would ask. Still, I have my job back at the Right Anything Agency to consider too.
And Phoenix like, and you are not going to take this job because...
Don't worry about that, Apollo. Besides, this is something only you can do. Something only I can do? I mean, to be completely honest, our office would be a bit short on firepower without you around. But hey, Mr. Wright.
Actually, I'm sorry, but I can't get on board with this.
Athena?
I mean, there's still so much I want to learn about from you, Apollo.
That's right! It won't be the same without you! And everyone back home would really miss you too! There's no way I can agree to this!
Still, if you really wanted to stay...
Yeah, Athena's right. It won't be easy, but...
Athena. Trucy.
Apollo, no one but you can make this decision. Know that I will not question whatever choice you make.
Our flight leaves tomorrow morning, Apollo. Think you can make up your mind by then? I'll try. Talk about a difficult decision. Should I go back to the US and continue working at the Right Anything Agency? Or should I stay in Karayan and help Nayuta rebuild the legal system? What's the right thing for me to do? Fix the system, then you can leave. Yeah, that will take years.
Yeah, it will definitely take years. The bus to the airport will be here any minute.
I wonder where Apollo is. Do you think he decided to stay here in Karayan?
I bet he was up all night thinking. This is a life-changing decision, after all. But whatever he decides, I'll have to accept it.
I guess this means no more courtroom battles alongside him.
Hey, guys! I know that booming voice anywhere!
Ooh, I made it.
Apollo! You're here! Does this mean you're coming home with us?
Well, about that. Mr. Wright. Yes? I've made up my mind. Here it is. The moment of truth.
Gotta let the baby birds fly off, Phoenix.
I I still have so many things to learn from you. But I've decided to stay in Korian.
You're staying?
I feel like I have to pick up where Dirk left off.
This is exactly what I wanted to happen.
I can't let his sacrifice go to waste. I see. Plus, I want to teach others everything you've taught me about being a lawyer, Mr. Wright. Apollo. Dirk's roadmap for the future. And your teachings. I believe that these two things will save the people of this kingdom from further unrest. I want to do this. No, I have to do this. Apollo. I've never felt prouder. Proud to have such an amazing attorney working under me. But someday, I'll return to the US. Once the new legal system here is finally in place, I'll be back. Scout's honor.
Will we really see you again, Apollo?
You bet. Not that I have any idea how long it'll be. But I promise you this, everyone. I'll keep on learning and growing. And I'll come back to the US an even better lawyer. So don't you forget about me. Of course we won't, Apollo. There will always be a spot waiting for you back at the office. In the meantime, we'll be rooting for you. So knock him dead. You got it, Mr. Wright. Apollo's 24, right?
It was confirmed he's like 23, 24.
He's the same age as... If he's 24, he's the same age as Phoenix when he got his law office.
Oh my gosh, he is.
I'm gonna miss you, Polly. But if this is it, then I'm going to support you. Then I'm going to support your choice all the way.
Thanks, Trucy. Good luck with your magic act. I know you'll do Troop Grammari proud.
I'll be cheering for you too, Apollo. But don't think you're the only one with room to grow. Next time we meet, you probably won't even recognize me.
In other words, game on.
Triss and Apollo still don't know they're the siblings.
And it would be a very bad idea to reveal that now. You don't want to throw more chaos into Apollo's decision.
You bet, and I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna miss you too, Apollo, but I can't wait to see where your new adventure will take you. Well, there's our bus. I guess this is it, Apollo. I'll never forget everything you've done for me, Mr. Wright. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Here's to seeing you back in the US again someday. Until then, you know where to find me. The legacy of those who came before us. Is handed down from parent to child. And from mentor to disciple. We must never stall or stagnate, but continue to grow and change. All that we've been taught, the beliefs and convictions that have been passed down to us. We must continue to nurture them. So we, in turn, can pass them on to the next generation.
Are you really sure you're okay with him staying, boss?
Uh-huh. I always figured he'd leave the nest someday.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
Oh, I think they're almost here.
Just a little. Got it.
Why don't we go and check it out, AJ?
And that was Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice.
Wow.
Oh, wait, we got the...
Go on, Mr. Hat. Introduce yourself.
I am the amazing Miss Hat. Nice to meet you. I want to take this opportunity to announce my solo debut.
It seems Mr. Hat doesn't want to
whatever.
Have the spotlight.
It's just not the same without Polly, is it?
Yeah, I can miss him too.
I know. We should go visit him in Karayan.
You need a passport to do that.
I'll make one out of my panties.
After seeing Mr. Justice's accident, got thinking, what can I do for Karayan? It's hit me. Tourism! That's what! I'll develop Karayan's tourism industry and bring in more visitors. I'll run a night tour center on Founder's Orb. Oh, and make a museum dedicated to defiant dragons. Boy, the ideas just keep coming.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Yep. The student becomes the teacher. It's all in a cycle. I want to congratulate you on becoming a forensic investigator, Detective Sky.
Thank you. But Prosecutor Shadmati said he has needed me, so starting tomorrow I'll be working in Karayan for a while.
Look at it this way. It'll be an educational experience.
True. Plus, I can't let that kid show me up. I'll see what I can do for Karayan's revolution.
Well, challenges have a way of helping each other. I look forward to the next investigation of your upon your return. Oh, Betty and the bunny.
Betty and Bonnie, I think it was.
Yeah. They're both
Maybe we
cute.
could take Trucy up on our offer. We could make a debut as musicians of the Right Anything Agency. I'm gonna show her up today on my own terms. Nothing fires you up like a rivalry. Kristoff will be in rage and solitary. Probably.
Yeah. He's like, he was my disciple. Phoenix had to poach him. Just a child right now, full of life and limitless possibility. I have faith that dirt. Turns around lead to the end. And that's just Junior there. It's the secret of man along. Death pose. Well, Faith is saying no thanks. Har, 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 har. Come, little guy, don't be shy. I've been pulling double duty ever since Apollo left, but that's okay. I'm gonna make Simon recognize me for awesome lawyer that I am. She's quick in her boots. I can do it, and I will. Mr. Wright will be calling me his right-hand woman from now on. Let's do this. Bucky, how dare you deliver my order in such a sorry state?
Don't be mad, Simon. There was a huge party in my sober shop, but it should taste fine here.
The great big Pillock made me lose my appetite. Let's go find. What'd you say, old chum? I forgot about Bucky.
Sober.
Oh, it's him! That child. Oh, that was you.
Was it? Crap. Oh, it's a mystery story that'll keep flipping the. I can't keep up with this douchebag. I give up. Keeping the Tornado School going is our way of paying penance and repaying Shido, and that includes Rengoku training or whatever.
Training for Owen too. Oh, it's Sarge!
Yeah! No match for me. Okay.
Fire!
The university is where my father worked, and one day I'll discover an unknown ancient civilization dedicated to him.
I'll also... Oh, whatever. The private justice had better not be slacking off. Best girl, Sarge. She was a sweet kid.
I'm going to be super busy now that I'm the head of the Fae clan. Don't worry, Mystic Maya. I'll do whatever I can to help. Thanks, Pearly. Our first order of business will be to revolutionize Karain Village. Oh, I have an idea. How about opening a store where we can buy new outfits like the city girls? Well, look who's all grown up now. But I think there's a few more pressing matters to take care of first. Yeah, you're right. I guess it'll be a while before I get my revolutionary makeover.
So this story ends with Maya actually being the head of the village now.
Yay! Mother, now that you stop being Nana, I want a new Nana.
I wonder if there'd be anyone willing to serve you in a capacity. You are quite a handful, after all. With a simple wave of your hand, you would have attire change, meal,
To think I put so much undue burden on you.
Fear not, Rafa. You will have plenty of time in which to make amends. Perhaps you could start with one of your famous shoulder rubs.
Her benevolence has taken a calling to me called Braidhead. Even worse, she trembles and her face turns red. Deserves such animosity. Oh, it's true, as mercilessly in the Hall of Justice, to be given such a dismissive name. Uncalled for. What am I supposed to do? Perhaps I could consult Apollo about this.
She's just happy to have a brother.
Is Gaspin still their chief prosecutor? Oh, that would be amazing if so.
Oh, no. Oh, how's he doing, Mr. Wright? Great, he's a respectable lawyer on his own. He even has his own practice called Justice Law Offices. Thank you. This wouldn't have been possible without you. Oh, before I forget, I made a copy of this photo for you. Photo? Oh! This has got to be his mom.
Yeah.
Jove! It is so good to see him again. Do you think it's about time we told them the truth? After all, they've both grown into fine young people now. Yes, you're right. Perhaps it's about time they knew. So it was the mother's request they not know.
I guess so. She was in the first game in Serenade Guitar.
Guitar Serenades. I think Turnabout Serenade it was.
That's it.
And then she was in the Turnabout after it, and she learned that they were her children, Trucy and Apollo. For whatever reason, she's decided not to tell them until now.
How many siblings does
siblings does
Apollo
Apollo
have? He has one official, and he has a step brother.
I mean, you cut out for that, so was there anything I should hear?
No,
Trucy's his biological sister, but I guess you could argue that Rafa and Nayuta are his adopted siblings.
yeah. Man, I love this series, dude.
It's been a fun journey. Dude, we've been playing these games since 2020.
That's insane. Freaking crazy, dude. And to think we weren't 100% sure if it was going to work or not, you know?
What, these games?
Yeah, like for like a stream series, we were kind of taking it like game by game, you know.
I guess, yeah. Now that you mention it.
And look at us now. We finished the 6th one. Favorite case and least favorite case in the game?
In this game?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite case might actually be the last one.
I think I agree too. Least favorite is probably the one with Robert Downey Jr.
That was Trucy's case, I think.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I can understand that. Oh wait, we still have one more case. We have Larry's case.
We do have Larry's case. We'll get that one finished up next time.
Is it that short?
I mean, we'll get it started. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Probably 2, 3.
All right, what do we have here? Dear Mr. Wright, I cannot believe it's already been a few months. It's been a while, okay. Dear Mr. Wright, I can't believe it's already been a few months since I decided to stay. I'm sorry I haven't been good about keeping in touch, but things have been really hectic. Rebuilding a legal system I'm not familiar with has been a real challenge. But I will stay. But I will say, it's given me plenty of work to keep me busy.
Have you not given the autopsy report even a cursory glance, Mr. Justice?
It's just, I have 15 clients on my plate right now. Though I probably shouldn't have accepted all 15 at the same time.
Oh, please. Are you going to help me rebuild Karayan's legal system or not? If you are, we need to move through this case backlog faster.
Yeah, I know, but...
Besides, those 15 are only the beginning. There are 10 more awaiting your services.
Huh? I, too, have a friend and acquaintance seeking legal representation. And being that you are the only lawyer in the country, I told them to contact you. I estimate it will add about 16 clients to your caseload.
Huh? Now wait just a minute!
I have been handing out advertisements for your new office. They read, from legal advice to investigating extramarital affairs, even yak milking.
What?
For a limited time only, these services and more are free down at Justice Law offices. Free.
What the hell?
Already received requests from 380 new clients. I need Indeed.
I'm going to have to say something, aren't I?
I trust you did your cords of steel exercises this morning? Well, go on. There's no need to hold back.
Ha 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 ha! Now that you mention it, we have yet to hear you shout today.
Yes, and I have grown quite drowsy from these tedious proceedings. I could use a loud something to wake me up. Do not disappoint me, horned head.
There's really only one thing to say at a time like this. It's a word I've said countless times in my career, but one I never tire of.
Objection!
Yeah, that's a good question. Where's Dats? Wait, did Dats change his legally change his name from Dats a rebel to Dats a lawyer?
I hope.
That would be perfect. Since it's a DLC case, do we dare have Phoenix and Athena wear the restaurant outfits?
There's a thing? Oh my gosh.
I say yes.
You know what? For the DLC outfit, we'll do it.
Oh. Okay, let's see. Special episode. It's
Maya's in it too.
Maya's
Okay.
in it. Okay. Yeah, it's a 2-day type thing, so it might be 2 to 3 episodes.
Okay.
Okay then. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time. GCD, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Until then, guys, peace.
See ya.